My name is Shruti Nayak and I am studying in Careless College of Education Ankola and I am B.Ed first year student. In this video, we will study about matter in our surroundings. Now let us see what is matter. Matter is the substance which have mass and occupy space is called as matter. Matter, it is made up of tiny particles and this mass is usually measured in terms of kilograms. For example, notebook, pen, star, sun, planet, etc. There are few characteristics of particles of matters, that is, they are continuously moving, they have space between them and they attract each other. Let us study about these characteristics in brief. Particles of matter are continuously moving. To justify this statement, we will do one activity. That is, we have to take a cup of glass of water. In that we have to go on adding ink gradually. After few seconds, that ink starts getting mixed up in the water. This shows that the particles are continuously moving because they possess kinetic energy. And it is also temperature dependent. As the temperature rises, the particles they start moving faster because the kinetic energy also increases. And this movement, it is minimum in solids, more in liquids and can be seen maximum in gases. Second one is particles of matter having space between them. For this, we have to take a cup of water and mark the water level. Then add salt or sugar and mix it until it dissolves. When we check it after some time, the water level remains same. It does not increase because the sugar or the salt, it gets occupied in the space between the particles. So the space between the particles is minimum in solids, more in liquids and can be seen maximum in gases. Third one is the particles of matter attract each other. There will be a force of attraction known as intermolecular forces in between the particles of matter. For example, when we break the chalk piece with a hammer, it gets broken easily. But at the same time, when we break the iron ball, it does not get broken. It means that the force of attraction is maximum in solids, less in liquids and negligible in gaseous. The next one is states of matter. States of matter exist in three states, that is solid, liquid and gaseous. Let's see it in detail about the properties of states of matter. First one is solid. Solid, it consists of definite shape. It has a distinct boundaries. It is rigid and it cannot be compressed, that is, it is incompressible and it has a definite volume. Second one is liquid. It has no definite shape, means it takes whatever the shape we pour it. No definite boundaries. It has fluidity, that is, it can flow easily and it is low compressible and it has a definite volume. Third one is about gas. It has no definite shape. It has no definite boundaries. It has a fluidity, means it can pass through any place and it is highly compressible but it has no definite volume. Now let us see in detail the change of state of matter when there will be change in temperature and change in pressure. By changing temperature, the solid melts to form liquid at atmospheric pressure is called as melting point. And the amount of heat required to change solid into its liquid state is called as latent heat of fusion. Next one is sublimation, that is, on heating when the solid changes directly to vapor, and on cooling when the vapor is converted into solid without passing through the liquid state is called as sublimation. For example, camphor, ammonium chloride and naphthalene balls. Now let us see the effect of change of pressure. When we compress a gas in a cylinder, the distance between the particles of gas is reduced and hence the gas is liquefied. For example, LPG, that is liquid petroleum gas, and CNG, that is compressed natural gas. Now let's see about the evaporation. Evaporation, it is nothing but the surface phenomenon in which the liquid is changed into vapors at any temperature but below its boiling point is called as evaporation. Factors affecting evaporation are exposed surface area. It means that broader the surface area, faster is the evaporation. Second one is temperature. Higher the temperature, faster is the evaporation. Third one is humidity, and next is wind. Evaporation always causes cooling. For example, when we take a drop of acetone or petrol on the palm, when it starts getting evaporated, we feel the effect of cooling. This is because the surroundings heat will be lost. As a result, the cooling effect will be produced.